Good morning. My name is Mike Bakker, Regional Sales Manager for UPL Open Ag. I'm here this morning at the Agris MyField Technology site. I work for UPL. UPL is the 5th largest crop protection manufacturer in the world, and we're new here to Eastern Canada. And as part of that, I want to talk about a couple of key products we're going to be launching in the corn market over the next couple of years. Before I really start to talk about the products, I really want to talk about some of the key critical timings in corn, especially when you're looking at the development stages of corn. One of the big things when you're looking at corn, there's really 3 critical times. Number 1 is planting. If you don't get planting right, you're not going to be able, it's going to be very difficult later and later in the season to bring corn yields up to where it needs to be. The big things I'm going to talk about this morning is at V5, V6. And what really happens at V5, V6 in corn is you're setting the number of kernels around on a cob. And it's ultimately very required to make sure you minimize the stress and keep that plant as weed-free as possible at that time. The other time I want to talk about today is at tassel timing in corn. At tassel timing in corn, a couple of big things happen. Number 1, we do pollination and basically setting the number of kernels on the length of that cob. And that's one of the areas where I wanted to stress these 2 key timings, V5, V6, and also tassel timing in corn. Because one of the big products I want to talk to you about this morning is our OHM BioSolutions product. OHM is a biosolution product. It's basically, it's really there. It's a seaweed extract. It's part of the Acinetobacter nodosum active ingredient. And one of the big things it does is it really keeps and reduces the amount of stress that corn plant has. One of the big things, we've done trials here in Eastern Canada for the past 3 years and seen some very positive results. And actually in the MyField plot within the Agris network, we were seeing about a 6 to 7 bushel yield advantage. And the other components too is also seeing additional yield, better stalk strength, better standability, and better looking corn at the end of the day, which is a big advantage for growers, especially when we're looking at how do you maximize that yield potential. The other thing I wanted to touch base this morning on too is our new product called Zolera FX. And Zolera FX is a new fungicide that we're bringing here to Canada. It contains 2 active ingredients and from 2 different modes of action, one being a strobe and one being a triazole. With 2 modes of action, not only are you getting season-long disease control, but you're also getting activity on a number of key diseases, including southern corn leaf blight, northern corn leaf blight, and a number of those very, very difficult to control diseases as the season progresses. And as I chatted about before, the big thing with a product like Zolera FX and even OHM is how do you keep your corn as healthy as possible to maximize that yield potential. And we've seen that throughout the season. The healthier the corn, the more it's able to utilize those nutrients that you've put into the soil and basically maximize your yield potential. Again, thanks to Agris. Great to be here at the MyField plot, and looking forward to working with corn growers as the season progresses. Thank you.